to remember what's really important. And in my opinion, that's vintage amplifiers, effect pedals, and electric guitars. I'm pretty rusty on the electric because I haven't had it out for a while, but I got these awesome amplifier stands for my birthday, and they keep the amplifiers up off the floor. Playing through the Fender Twin right now, which is a 1978 Fender Twin built right here in California at the Fender factory in Corona. And I painstakingly refurbished that amplifier over a very long period of time. During the pandemic, it's got a nice crystal clear tone. Oh, I am rusty. Yeah, that's a classic tune that I might have to work on. That's just 3 chords I put together. So that, as far as I know, that isn't a tune, but maybe now it is. Maybe we should try and put that in a loop. Let's try and loop it. Did I just kick that out of the way? Uh-oh. I didn't realize that was in the loop pedal, though. Some of you might not know this, but one of the rules of guitar playing is that if you plug in your pedal board and there's something already in the loop pedal, you got to kind of work that out of your system before you can delete it and do something else. So that's like, I don't know. I must have put that in there months ago. It's 1 chord that might be similar to a Pink Floyd song. Okay, so that's been worked out of the system, right? So once you work your existing loop out of the system, you can delete it and try something else. What was I doing? I don't even remember. What was I doing? Okay. Oh. Okay, so now we've got a new loop in there. Not exactly right, but I guess it's okay. I don't like the way that came out. I don't like the way that came out either. Yeah, maybe we try without a pick. Maybe that's better. Okay, well, maybe that's as good as that one gets. Whoops. Okay, well. Okay, well, that's neither here nor there. But as I stated at the beginning of this, what's important in life, electric guitars, amplifiers, effect pedals, not necessarily in that order. That makes it louder, that button. Makes it quite a bit louder and a little more edgy. Gives you a little more hum too, as you might have noticed. Okay. It's been like a couple of years since I pulled that one out of the bag. I remember when I was probably 14 buying a guitar magazine that had Ozzy Osbourne tablatures in it. And I learned I say learned in a loose sense of the word. I learned Crazy Train, and it's funny how things you learn when you're 14 stick with you. I mean, at least on the guitar anyway. I don't forget. It's been very hard for me to forget anything I learned when I was a kid. But if I learned something today, I would forget it tomorrow. Used to be illegal to play that one in a guitar store. I don't know if it still is. I haven't been in a guitar store in a long time. I just went and saw David Gilmour's. A lot of Pink Floyd stuck in my head right now. If you're watching, you may have figured out by now that I have no purpose in this other than to use my personal television channel as a personal television channel. We're telling your followers that you've started a video. Wrench on Sprints. Dan Chavez, is that you, buddy? I think it is. One whole viewer I got. Well, if my purpose was to have 1,000 viewers, I'd, probably. Happy birthday. Thanks, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just trying to remind the world what's important tonight, and any night, frankly. And if you missed the beginning, what I declared was that what's important in life are electric guitars and amplifiers and effect pedals, and of course sprint cars, if you like sprint cars. Basically, whatever you like is what's important in the world, and not much else. Your family, things you like, things you love, food you like to eat, drinks you like to drink, anything you might like to buy at the cannabis store, if that's what you're into. I guess my point is, if you're into something and it's relatively legal and not hurting anybody else, that's okay with me. And it should be okay with anybody else. Let's try a different guitar. This one is a PRS, which stands for Paul Reed Smith. I'm not even sure who that is, but he makes nice guitars, and they have the little bird fret inlay, which I love. Not a particularly expensive guitar, but a nice one for sure. But if we switch gears, if you're an amateur guitar player or a professional guitar player, you like to have different guitars because you have the illusion that different guitars make you a better player or make you sound better usually. When in fact you probably don't sound any different to anybody else but yourself at that point. But this one is an old favorite. This is a Gibson, if anybody can see that. It's a Gibson, I believe it's a 1978 Gibson. So this guitar was made the same year as this old Fender amplifier. And I guess I would have been about 8 in 1978. And whenever you pull a new guitar off the rack, you usually got to tune it a little bit at least. Let's see. And you got to put the volume back up. This guitar has a more of a, I don't know what you'd call that, kind of a darker sound, I guess. Not as bright. So let's see here. Push a couple of different buttons. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't be the same if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when my blue memories start calling. You'll be doing alright in your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue Christmas. We'll bust that one out around Christmas time. We'll work that up with some other Christmas tunes, do some more lives. One I barely remember. Little Journey from back in the day. I think it's got that little thing in it. All right, well, now that I've reminded you all what's important in life, electric guitars, amplifiers, and effect pedals, take that with you. Have a good evening. And of course, what I really mean is what's important to you is what's important. You and yours. Not anything outside, not anyone, not anything that's happening in the world. Right between your ears, with your hands. Just be happy. Everyone, please. All right. Talk to you later. How do I end this thing? For the love of God. There we go. See you.